Alright. I'm live on both platforms.
Both?
Yeah.
What you love?
Oh shit. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Instagram. I mean not Instagram, TikTok. Not TikTok. Fuck.
Twitch, nigga.
Yeah. Why does it say that I'm down on YouTube? No, I'm still up on YouTube. Alright. So, what's up, y'all? I know it's been a minute. Me and the missus wasn't feeling good. But she just alerted me of something new today. And by new, I mean, she told me that she knows about investing, she knows about stocks, she knows about all of this stuff. But the reason why it hasn't stuck in her brain is because I teach it boring to her. I don't know what that means. I feel like if you interested in something for real, you just gonna understand. Like you gonna want to lock in, and you gonna just lock in. Like if you're actually interested in some shit. But for what she said, that don't apply to her, and she knows about all different type of ways she can make money, get money, do money. But
I ain't say no shit like that.
It just bore her. All of that shit bore her, and it doesn't matter that money is the dopamine fix at the end. She just want you go ahead explain it to her. Make it make sense to them.
Okay, more so for the simple fact that I feel like it's the same thing with anything else. People just putting money behind it. That's why all these people got these whack ass clothing brands. Why people not blowing up on social media? They doing it because they see niggas getting famous and blowing up on that shit. They not putting in the time and the work and the effort behind it. So they not interested in that. They interested and fascinated with the money and everything come with it. You would never find happiness in something that you chasing that's not for you. They got these weak ass brands. They just putting slogans on t-shirts. They put a period on a t-shirt thinking that shit gonna blow up. They no passion in it. They finding the first vendor and they running with it instead of taking the time to understand the fabric, to understand the kind of material, things like that. They're not interested in it, and they just interested in what comes after that. Me, I'm trying to be interested in. I'm just trying to be interested in all of it to be able to actually pursue it, take the time to learn it, understand it, things like that. That's what I'm trying to do. But I want to get it through my head in an interesting way. I don't want it to be boring. I don't have to force myself to be into something because that's how I did in school when it came to science. I had to force myself to do this and to only pass the test. And once the test was done, I was like, it wouldn't leave my mind. It's not relevant to my life right now. I'm not interested in freaking wildlife. Like I'll go watch some shit. I used to watch Nat Geo Wild all the time, but environmental science, I don't want to do this. So I'm not doing it. I gotta do it because I have to.
Okay, so you don't care that if you just sit here and log in just for like 10 minutes, you'll be able to make money. And you don't care that you may already know what it is that you need to do to make money. But as long as it doesn't directly hit that dopamine fix that you need, you don't give a fuck. That's what you're saying.
Not necessarily, because you gotta look at it.
Or because you don't understand it, don't make you want to understand it on a deeper level because it just isn't interesting.
The way it's being brought to the table is not interesting for me to do a deep dive on this, then to internalize it to help other people, to know what's going on. You have to and I keep trying to connect it to something simpler to probably help you and whoever else is listening out. But what can I compare this? Yeah, I just lost the thought, but I had it. Just keep going.
Alright, so here's a concept that I've been trying to teach her for a while. I've been trying to teach her how to day trade, how to future trade to be exact. And, she said she understood it. She said, actually, she told me she didn't understand it. I pulled it up and she didn't even know what the candle was. And I done been trying to show her what a candle was. So here's what we finna do, right? What's the concept in investing that you would like? What's something that you know that I know how to do that you would like to learn how to do?
Baby, I don't even know all them names. I don't know none of that.
You know what all I do.
Trade and
just pick one thing that you in the utility belt of things that I know how to do. What's one thing that you feel like, oh, I done heard you speak about this before. I think it sounds simple enough to make money from. How do you do it?
But I don't know. You be doing a lot of everything.
Okay.
You a jack of all trades, nigga. So like I don't know.
No, I'm a jack of all trades.
I mean, but you dibble and dabble into different pieces. So like you come to me with a lot of stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, cool. I don't know. I support it because you support it because you like it. But like outside of that, I don't really know. I don't know.
Just pick one thing. Then if you don't know the difficulty of any of it, just pick one.
I just know you stream and you look at crypto and stocks and you put hella money into a lot of that. I don't know nothing else. That's all I got.
Stocks. Okay. What's so I mostly I invest in real estate.
Yeah, you do that. I
invest in crypto.
Yeah.
I invest into stocks. I invest into futures. I also learn about just different avenues about making money. Today I was about to just do some more research into drop shipping stores.
Let's talk about wholesale.
Wholesaling, okay. Let's talk about wholesaling.
Because I found a perfect person for you to wholesale to and we ain't been on it, so.
Okay. Alright. So the perfect person that she would like to wholesale to is someone she knows, right? Alright. So you want to learn wholesaling? This is how you wholesale. You want to learn wholesaling? This is how you wholesale.
I don't want to learn wholesaling. Not right now. I feel like we touched on that a lot. What's something to go?
So you know how to wholesale. Since we touched on that a lot, you know how to wholesale?
I don't know how to wholesale. I don't even know what to look for.
Yeah, like I'm finna show you what to look for.
What you gotta do, nigga?
Do you want me to show you what to look for?
Sure. I have my eyesight. Your boy like froze now.
I think I'm gonna rewatch this and go crazy.
What you mean rewatch?
Because the whole point of me setting up this stream right now was for me to show you how to do something.
I'm not stopping you.
In a better manner. And I just asked you if you wanted to learn how to wholesale. You said you don't want to learn how to wholesale.
Oh, because that meant like I was trying to think of something else.
What you mean?
Like something else to talk about. Like I think I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. I'm gonna start a channel that just doing. I'm gonna write it down. I'm just write it down just in case it's like take off or something.
So you don't want to learn nothing.
Come on, but I don't care. I don't know.
You don't care. I need.
What's something that you feel like you can tell me and I can grasp it? And I'm gonna tell you if you teaching it wrong. Like I'm not getting this. I'm gonna tell you. So you find anything, and I'm gonna test those skills on how you teaching. Cause you gotta be a good teacher too. You can't always blame everything on the learner. I got terrible professors, but I'm doing good.
Do you understand why I bought those stocks that I bought for you?
No.
Do you understand what a stock is?
Yeah, you said that's a share that you have in the company. Like you bought a piece of that.
I bought a piece of the company. Do you understand why I bought the piece of the company when I bought the piece of the company?
You bought it because they needed money. They didn't want to keep going to the government, or they probably maxed out by going to the government. So they using the poor people's money to flip it, revenue it, but you buying it at a certain amount.
The stocks that I bought with your refund. The stocks that I bought with your refund.
Damn, you didn't have to put all my business out there like I was getting money.
The stocks that I bought for you, right? Were oil stocks. Do you understand why I bought those oil stocks when I bought those oil stocks?
Because of the Venezuela. They went to go kidnap him, and so you felt like that there was going to be more of a demand for it, which meant that the money would go up. Or surplus. Demand, I think it's surplus. Demand, and whatever we got. Whatever that shit was. I learned that in like 11th grade, 10th grade, but I forgot. I forgot all of that. Shout out to Mr. Cuddle because he the one that taught me that, but I forgot. His class was hard because I did not care about the damn business. This class was hard as shit. I took business, economics, 10th grade year, during COVID year. This was before COVID. No, this was freshman year. This was sophomore year. Freshman year, first semester, and I took business, economics, and that shit was so boring. That's why I'm trying to tell you, I already took the class. This how this nigga used to teach. This shit was so boring. But like I knew this shit for the test. But after that, I gotta taught myself that. So like, you gotta give me some.
Okay.
So Venezuela.
They took Venezuela.
They took the king, queen, whoever, however they run they thing. They took them. And so
okay.
Like
do you know why? Do you know why the demand for oil was about to go up? Because they took Venezuela.
Venezuela like got all the good oil. Like they produce a lot of oil for us.
They produce a lot of oil for the world, not just for us, for the world.
Okay.
So the U.S. kidnapping their president is a very big deal. Would it not be for oil?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So one of the companies that I invested in for you was Chevron. You know what Chevron is?
The gas station?
Yes. The oil company.
Which they buy, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I invested into Chevron, the oil company, because of this. I also invested into a few others for you, like Halliburton and some of the refineries and stuff like that they have. I'm not going to go into all of those, but you understand why, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when looking for a new stock, if you wanted to go and invest into a stock right now, what would you be looking for?
If it was up to me, I'd probably like research and see like the current economic state of the world and what are we needing right now? What are we needing? Well, not gonna say what are we needing right now because for the simple fact that it's gonna be high. If we need it, that means it's too late. What's something that we'll probably need in the foreseeable future? I'm not gonna lie, we have war, so it's a lot of stuff that we could probably be looking at. But probably like the trend of this stock though. The trend to see how it's going. That's also like why you don't keep up with the news.
I do.
Like the news, not social media news.
I do.
You got CNN on your phone?
Yeah.
Fake news. Everybody knows it's fake news.
I have all of
Fox
the
News?
Yes.
There's an app that does not post any biased news. You need to download that app. And stop using AI too. That's killing us. That's killing us.
AI is drinking up all our water.
That's killing us, and you use it on a daily.
But it's a tool that people are using anyways. If I didn't use it right now, other people would use it.
I mean, yeah, you could say that about a lot of things. You could say that about plastic bags. But still though, that's why we ain't stopped. That's why we all keep falling in this trap because when you and 84 million people thinking the same thing, what's my one thing gonna do? Exactly.
If I go and use Google right now,
go use Google.
If I use Google right now, it's gonna use AI.
Come on, man. Just finance it, bro. Finance it.
So you want me to find an answer without AI right now?
Find the answer. You can find it. Okay, just use AI.
But I'm saying if you were looking for like if your goal right now was to find a stock to invest into.
I wouldn't go to AI for it. Well, what were you gonna type?
What would you be interested in?
Nothing. I'm not interested in nothing. So like.
Okay, you mentioned something. You mentioned war.
Yeah.
Okay, what do people need for war?
Weapons,
in times of war,
food, machinery, housing.
Weapons. Okay, you mentioned weapons. Okay.
But I already invested into that.
Weapons?
Yeah, you want to see?
What weapons did you invest into?
You canceled. But ooh, don't mind my hair now. It's growing. You see my hair now?
Nobody cares about
You
your
see
hair.
my hanging time?
Not one person cares.
This is an investment. That's what we really need to be talking about. Hair products and why they keep diluting our hair products. That's what we need to talk about. And black people, we keep spending all this money, but not one black person that's made a good gel, a good this, a good that, a good that. And I don't care about no celebrities making no money, making this. I need regular people who has spent time and hard work into research and hair products and stop diluting shit. That's probably a good investment. That's probably a reason why they diluting gas, they diluting hair products, making us spend more of our dollars for shit. It's dirt cheap, so that means they're not getting something. They without raising the prices for us, they're not getting something to afford these products, because every product that I used to use when I was younger is watered down. Jam Eco does not just style my hair up anymore. What's going on with that? This shit sweating out. Like, I used to have good stuff. Now I gotta go spend hella dollars on these products because because they're not doing what they used to do. And I gotta pick and choose which one is doing good, and it don't make sense. I'm not gonna keep doing that. They want us to spend your money, but don't know why. SoFi. What is SoFi Technologies? Look that up. What is SoFi? SoFi.
SoFi. SoFi Technologies. Okay.
And that stock's dropping. I hit 1K now, back down. I hit 35 over it, and now I'm $77 under. SoFi is a U.S.-based financial technology company and an online bank offering a wide range of banking, lending, and investment services. Did you do this for me, or I did that?
You did.
I did that.
You said that you bought it.
I'm just making sure that was the right one, because one of these is oh, you did SLB for me? Okay, so what is SoFi again? It is no, Cheyenne is it? Okay, what company okay. Okay, well, I guess what's today, Monday? Let it register. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I think Cheyenne did it then. She invested into the people who were, yeah, but they're $200 right now for one coin, and you can't.
Coin. We're not talking
coin.
tokens right now.
Not coin, but it's 200. I remember. This is why I didn't invest into it, because it was like $170 something for you to put in, and you couldn't go up under. You could not go up under like $100. It wasn't paying out anything. Like it didn't equate to anything relevant to their company. So that's why, because I didn't have $170 something to put in for less than one, whatever that they was asking for. But it's a company that's supplying the weapons that are going on in for the war. Look it up? What company? Look up what company is supplying weapons and machinery for wars. What is
Here.
companies like SpaceX has okay. Look at their stocks.
Okay, you would look at their stocks first, or would you read about their companies first?
But I would just glance over at their stocks right now and then go back into looking into it.
Okay, so here's investing 101, right? Whenever you're looking into these companies in order to invest into, you don't just go and just look at it based on price, because price. You said you'd go look at their stock first, and then you'd go and look at.
I said I will go glance at their stocks just to see what they're doing, where they're at. Then go put my time into what's going on with them. Why is it like this? Why would it be like this? Like, that's where I'm leaving. I mean, I can look at this all day, but like that, me seeing numbers and seeing where they are on the market, that just what makes sense to me. Then to go back, I'm not putting money into it. I'm just looking to see where they are, how they're doing, and how have they been doing. And then I will go back and feel like, okay, this is what this is about. Because if I got to looking at this stock already, then I know a little bit about it. So what are they doing? Now I'm gonna come back and do my research on it. Not research, do all this damn research. Now I'm gonna go look on here and I'm like, nah, this don't really make sense.
So tell me, what is you looking at the stock itself doing for you? I'm not saying that you can't or that you shouldn't, because honestly, it doesn't. Like, in the grand scheme of things, as long as you're doing research on the company itself, it doesn't matter what you do beforehand. I'm saying, what sense does it make for you to go and look at the price of the company if it doesn't tell you whether it's overbought or oversold?
It just makes me happy. That's what makes sense in my head.
Okay.
I don't know what. I don't think, as long as I'm not putting no money in it, it's no right or wrong.
Okay.
So,
Time
and then on top
money,
of that,
but
for sure, time is money, but it's only going to take like 3 seconds to go look at what the stocks are doing. And what Cheyenne sent me, and I know I have to put in no minimum $200. I don't have that. Okay, but I see that. I see I have to put in this amount of money now. I'm going to go back and see why it's like this.
you could buy partial shares.
Okay, for sure. But was it letting you go up under a certain amount? So that's what I'm trying to say. For some reason, it was not letting you buy $3, $15, $20, $100. Like, it was not doing it. That I just want to see what it's doing right now. Now I can go do my research. I mean, you can do it either way, but I feel like, again, if you're not putting money in it, it doesn't matter. Like, you can look up SpaceX stock market right now. What is it doing? Like, it's gonna pull it up, and you got 5 seconds to look at it. Okay, boom, let's go research. I don't think it's you saying time is money. I don't think it's gonna like interfere with anything.
So, what company do you want to look up?
Let's look at Palantir.
Palantir.
Yeah. And then they can't even see. What are you doing? How you clipping this and people can't see?
Thank you for your astute observation. Here's Palantir right now. Palantir is trading at $147.93 per share right now.
Okay.
Well, nice. You saying that you understand the stocks and everything.
I did not ever say I understood stocks.
So what don't you understand about the stocks?
I know nothing about stocks. You just asked me what I would do. I would go look at this first, then go research. I don't know nothing about that. She just sent me that and was like, oh, you should put your money here. I'm like, okay, cool. I know nothing about this.
Okay, so what happens next after? What would you do next because you're saying that all of these things are no-brainers to you, but because it's a no-brainer to you, you just...
No. I don't think I ever said anything was a no-brainer to me. I said I can understand it because I'm not slow. Yeah, I can understand it because I'm not like, dingy or whatever, but for me to internalize it, do anything with it, then to recite it as if I learned it and know it, then I have to retain it in a different way.
Okay.
So I'm not saying a know-it-all. What I said that could possibly be a know-it-all, was marketing and like getting consistent with social media. Like
Okay, so
that
what's
stuff.
this?
Like trading. It's a market.
It's the movement of Palantir's market through the days. This is months here, but I have it in the day time frame. So each one of these candles, which are these boxes right here, are days.
Okay, so click on one day.
One day, this is one day.
Like zoom in. So it's the green, all the good, the where they got money?
The green is where it went up for the day.
Okay, zoom out.
Zoom out as in what? You just
Go back
want to
to
see
the
them.
months.
You want to see them smaller? Okay, months.
Okay, so for January up until March, they've been on a consistent downfall.
Yes. From January to March, they've been on a downfall.
I wonder why did they peak in November? See, that's why I would like go look. Why would they are peaking in November? And then we drop and then we go back up, then we really drop for months and months. But I will also look at why the heck they drop around summertime of last year. They dropped last year around this time, but they're slowly increasing. So that's what I would be looking at and researching.
Okay.
So this is why I would look at this first.
Okay. So in November, which was over here. 1 second.
Okay, that's good because I agree with my acai bowl. You act like they can't hear that. Nasty boy.
Oh,
Ugh.
my baby house.
That's my. This is my ice cold Michelle and her rifle. Give one them hood girls, a masterpiece. But wildin', living a life in that city.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Guys, great. Thank you for today. Advice and spirit. Thank you, Lord, for our daily bread. Jesus, thank you, pray, Father God. Amen. Come on.
You said you didn't want some.
That's because you was annoying me. You made me unhungry.
How was I annoying? I'm telling you the truth.
That's good. Got me one. Alright, so this was November, right?
Yeah.
And as you see, it peaked in November. It was on a constant uptrend here from September all the way up until about November. No, really about October, end of October, early November. Right? And this is what happened in November. Do you want to know what happened in October or November? Because you wanted to know what happened when it peaked.
I want some broccoli salad. Yeah, November. I'm pointing there. I'm pointing here. You gonna replay this and you gonna see me pointing at the screen because I'm pointing outside. I want that.
I'm gonna remember you saying you was a fucking broccoli salad, fat ass. But look, in November 2025, Palantir experienced a significant decline in stock price marking its worst month since August 2023. The drop was attributed to a combination of factors, including investor sentiment on AI stocks, CEO Alex Karp's defense of the company, and Michael Burry's bet against Palantir. Despite these challenges, Palantir's third quarter 2025 earnings report was a strong performance, with revenue exceeding expectations and record-setting numbers of deals secured. However, the stock's volatility and valuation concerns led to post-earnings sell-offs, with the stock trading near $170 to $171, but finding support closer to the mid 160s. The company's growth rate and strategic expansion were highlighted, but the high valuation and market sentiment remain a concern for investors. So essentially, do you know what this is saying? So essentially, essentially what that was saying was, it was cold but good. What this is saying is that because a few people had some bad expectations for this company, a few people whose opinion other people respect, the market sentiment, which would be basically how you and the rest of the people who invested into the company felt about the company, was low. Meaning, whatever influencer you was seeing online was saying, man, this hair company or this skincare product or whatever like that, I don't think they're going to be doing good this year because X, Y, and Z reasons. And you and everybody else who follows that company or page was just like, yeah, I agree. And they started pulling their money off. They started taking their money from that business. But when the earnings report and everything came out, everything was perfectly fine with the company. So instead of seeing the highest numbers that the company could have seen that year, it didn't see the highest numbers that company could have seen that year, just because the public didn't have trust in that company because a few people had bad opinions on that company.
So when you're buying into these, it's important that you need to be following their CEO. You need to be you need to be following all these people in there on their daily, like, what's going on, what they're putting out to the public, so you know how to move your money. Because I feel like if people were on top of this, they could have saw this coming. Like,
yeah, but it's kind of hard also to judge market sentiment.
you eat too many of my mango pieces.
You know.
For sure.
Yeah, the CEO.
Go back to October. Go back to the thing. Go back to the thing. So, okay, November was high though. So that's when, okay.
No, November
that's when it started dropping.
Yeah.
Okay, so October. Go to October. So what happened in October? Because why would they say that if it started rising?
Okay. In October 2025, Palantir Technologies experienced a significant stock price movement, with shares closing at $200 per share on October 31st, up 10.6% for the month. However, the stock faced a decline to under $47 per share, indicating volatility and investor appreciation. The company's stock price was up 134% since the beginning of the year, trading close to its 52-week high of $187 per share from October 2025. Despite the stock's performance, Palantir shares fell 3.9% in the afternoon session due to concerns over the U.S. Army's warning of very high risk and fundamental security problems in a new battlefield communications network being developed by Palantir. Additionally, Palantir's UK division ruled out bidding for digital ID contracts, citing concerns that the legislation was undemocratic. These events added to existing investor appreciation regarding the company's valuation, which was described as lofty. You understand what happened?
No.
So, from what I'm understanding in this, essentially the stock was moving up in October from previous months, and it reached a record high of $200 per share.
Right.
But it started getting shaky and started falling because of investor appreciation, which was what we talked about before in November. What was going on? Some people had bad reviews on the company, and because they had some bad reviews on the company, other investors also had shaky feet because they were also seeing what was going on. Plus, on top of that, what was going on was they had a defense. Damn, all those damn pictures. But they had a security risk. While they were doing some business with the government, they had a security risk in some of the technologies that they were putting out. So that also made some investors a little shaky on investing into them. So instead of going higher than that $200 per share, it fell between 180 and 140.
All right, so babe, you messing up my rhythm.
It's helping with my throat.
Yeah. You gonna need it to help with your throat after I punch you in it. You fucking it up. I had a straight line.
Alright, you should be feeding me better.
This not for you.
Yeah, it should
You
be.
said you didn't want none.
Because you was pissing me off.
Remember? Just thought about it. Go back to the wait. June 2026 plan term prediction. Since we're now in war.
Whose prediction do you want to read? There's a lot of people who give predictions on the 2026 movement of Palantir.
Let's do let's do the one of 13 hours ago.
The Motley Fool.
Yeah.
They usually have paywalls, but let's see if they. Okay. Would you rather watch a YouTube video or read all of these things?
I gotta read it. I'm skimming. So analysts foresee this technology creating more than $115 trillion in global economic value by 2030. Much of the attention has been placed on data center infrastructure, An argument can be made that AI applications Titan has stolen the show. Okay, so they have another one, PLTR.
PLTR is
Oh.
their trading tag. So that's what they trade under the overall stock market. That's their acronym, their nickname.
That's kind there are no fewer than 4 headlines that can drag a stock below $100 a share before 2026 comes to close. Okay, let's go down. What's this about? Okay, currently trading at 147.93. History shows that every game-changing technology since including the advent of the internet has undergone an early innings bubble bursting event. Alright, man. Well,
You understand that you're working backwards?
well, I wouldn't know that if I haven't tried it. You have to figure out you was working backwards one day.
So would you rather work backwards, or would you rather me tell you how you're
You're
working?
supposed to be walking me through this, not telling me what I would do.
Because you're telling me what you would do while I'm sitting here trying to walk you through this. So, the reason why I say you're working backwards is because there's a way simpler way of looking at this whole thing. You know what that way simpler way of looking at this whole thing is, and this is important. It's because all stock investing is buying low, selling high. That's literally all it is. You're buying something cheap when all of the people who go online and start talking crap about the investments and stuff like that start talking crap about it. What does that mean for you to do?
Buy.
Yes, you should be looking for entries. So every time they come in, and as you see right here, in November when they started talking shit about the company and the company started falling, right? You should be looking for entries.
Okay, go to Chevron.
Do you know, whoa, slow down. Do you know why you should be looking for entries?
It's low.
But no. Lots of companies go low. But when you're going low, do you know how to keep from feeling like you're just trying to catch the falling knife? If you understand that analogy.
No.
Basically, when a knife is falling, do you try to grab it?
No.
You just let it hit the ground, right? Why? Because it can end up stabbing you if you end up trying to catch it.
So they're waiting until it levels out, but you gotta figure out when it level out?
No, they're not trying to wait to see when it levels out. The way that you understand a quality stock from a trash stock is by reading about the company and what the company does. What sets the company apart from all of the other companies that do the same thing and offer the same things? You may have a company that offers acai bowls, but I offer a company that offers acai bowls with fruit and granola and everything on top of it, and toppings. What is it that I offer different that your acai bowls don't? You see what I'm saying? What you see or what you saw here is when people start talking shit about the company and making the company plummet, you shouldn't feel any worry or any market sentiment to go ahead and start selling your shares too. You should be looking for buys. While people are selling off the shares that they bought from the company, you should be looking to buy those shares from them, which ends up ultimately pushing the stock all the way back up. You know why it pushes the stock back up?
Because they're buying.
They're buying it. And why are they buying it?
They're low. Because people pull out. They're scared.
Okay, but why are they pulling it? Why are they buying more into a company that other people are running away from? Why?
Because they know there's other people who are trying to buy in and going to boost it back up.
Okay, but there's something that I'm trying to get at here. if people are, if you offer acai bowls and I offer acai bowls with granola and fruit on top of it, and people love my company, right? And someone comes out and puts out some report saying the crop for watermelons are going to be down. So I think that LJ's acai bowl company is going to be damn near the same as Alexis's acai bowl company. Why would it make sense for you to continue putting money into my acai bowl company?
I don't know, because I knew you was up there at one point.
Because I offer so much more than just watermelon. They put out a report saying that because I don't have watermelon, that they believe that my company isn't going to do as good this year. But what about the mangoes that I offer, the granola that I offer, the pineapple that I offer, everything else that I offer to the company? I mean, to the population. You see what I'm saying? So it wouldn't really make sense, would it? That because you know about my company, you know that my company offers so much more than this one element, this one faucet of something that got shut off. That makes sense, does it?
Okay.
So Palantir, right? In this example right here, Palantir, some people came out with some some predictions and some sway that Palantir wasn't going to do too good this sector because of X, Y, and Z, right? And also what was going on with them having a security flaw. But Palantir as a company is still vital to the government and to the people who buy into their company because they offer so much more. And see, if you had did some research into the company and read about the company and did some, watch some videos or whatever about the company, you would understand that, just because they had this one little downside or this one little downfall, that doesn't mean that the whole company is about to go to zero. Because that's the worst case scenario that can happen to a company. It can go to zero and people could unlist it from the stock exchange and all different type of stuff. It wouldn't be relevant no more.
I don't see how that's working backwards. If what I said was I was going to look at this and then go and research on why X, Y, and Z was doing what it was doing when it was doing it. It didn't get that.
Okay, so you doing research, right? And you finding out why X, Y, and Z was doing whatever, right?
William, stop! That's the last piece, bro.
Okay. So you do your research, right?
Who cares?
You do your research in order to find out what was going on back then, what's going on. Did that tell you why people kept buying into the company?
I didn't do research. We skimmed through one article.
I understand that, but if you did, would that have told you why people are, even though they had the security risk, even though people were going online and talking crap about them, even though people were going and selling their stocks that they bought into the company, would that have told you why people would even try to buy back in and push the stock all the way back up
I need to know.
to $199?
I would have to know what the stock is, and that's gonna take more than 2 minutes of me skimming through the article.
But you would have to know what the stock is and what it offers. For you to know that, you would have to do research on the stock itself first.
Why would I do that?
Because you would have to know why are people even buying into this company in the first place.
Yeah, but I want to see what's going on. I'm a visual person, so I'm gonna look at this, then go do that. You're making it as if this is a lot of extra work when I'm just looking at this and I can take 30 seconds take a picture of it and then go back and just do what we just did. What is this? Why is it going up and down X, Y, Z? That's not.
But we did that already. This was the first thing that we pulled up on the screen. We knew that Palantir was $147. What did you tell me to do next? You told me to look up what happened back in November. What happened back in?
Because I read to the chat. I read to the chat what it was.
Okay, and we did that. We looked up what happened back in November and October. And then you were starting to get into, okay, now let's find out what the 2026 predictions was going to be. And you started reading what the 2026 predictions for the company was going to be. Why are we reading future predictions for the company?
Well, I was just clicking on stuff because at that point,
hear me. Because right now, the reason why we're here and explaining the way that we're explaining right now is because you are several steps ahead of something that I'm telling you, you don't even need to do. You didn't need to know what happened back in October, November, or whatever just yet. You didn't need to know what the future predictions of it was going to be just yet. You needed to know what at base. You needed to know what the company is and what is it that they provide and offer.
Okay, I could have did that, but I didn't care. So I was just trying to figure this
But not caring.
Okay, so go look it up.
You gotta hear me. You gotta hear me. You gotta hear me. Hear me. You didn't care right there in that moment, and you not caring right there in that moment on why that company is vital, why that company is important, why people are choosing to give money to that company. By you not understanding that first, what you're then doing is you're confusing all of this extra information that you're getting here.
I did it.
You did. Because we were moving on to 2026 plans and predictions.
Because that's what I was interested in. I wasn't doing it to just invest into this. I was doing it because I was curious. I was curious because it popped up. It said, what were the predictions? I said, well, look that up. So I just said. I was just curious on what the predictions were. But I feel like what you're getting at is, again, no different than what I was getting at. I looked this up based off the curiosity of who is funding the war. So at base bare minimum, I knew that much. Like, this is an organization that is helping with the machinery, the weapons, whatever else for war. I knew that much. Now, I didn't know it was...
That was so far.
What is this? This technology as well.
This is somebody who's helping with the war, but you don't know what they're doing with the war.
Okay, so I will get to that. So, but what I'm saying is, I knew it was one of those because when you looked it up, it was this one and it was two more that was helping with the war. So far wasn't helping with the war. That was more of a technology other thing. So clicked on that and I said, well, pull it up. Look, what is it? It gave you. We read it on the stream what the base was. Okay, now I'm seeing what they're doing. Now I can go further to research. You're just saying the same thing, just a different order. You're looking it up, figuring out the baseline, understanding it, and then going here, then looking at that. You're saying it's just different order, which I don't think an order.
I was doing the same thing, but I never saw you do any type of research into what it is that Palantir does. What does Palantir do?
I don't know. I don't care. It said,
but that's
go
my
back
whole
to the
point.
depth. We looked it
You're
up.
not understanding though. That is my whole point. It matters what Palantir does.
Yeah, but what I'm saying was what I was getting at was I was not looking into that. I'm not looking into this to invest in. You just tell me what I would do. I said I would go here, then I would go back and research. I literally said go back and research after I looked and saw what this was. What I asked you was just me just questioning what the heck was going on because you're here, you're trying to teach me what the trends and shit was.
Going back, so in that moment when you said, okay, because I asked you what your steps were. You said your steps would be looking that up, what companies are helping with the war. We looked that up. We're doing this in the steps that you were giving.
Sure. You can't ask somebody who doesn't know this, you're asking for steps.
I need you to listen to understand, and I need you to actually want to understand.
You can't. No. What?
I need you to listen to understand, and I want you to actually want to understand, because what you're doing right now is or what it feel or what it's giving that you're doing right now is you're getting into the way of your own understanding. But like it's almost giving know it all. Like I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it is that you should be doing in order to understand these stocks, to understand stocks in general. And what you're doing as I'm explaining it to you and as you're getting this information is as I'm disclosing key elements in order to do this the most efficient way possible. You're saying, well, I already know this. Well, that already makes
Never said I already know that.
You did a few times. I could run it back and you said that you already knew.
But no, I'm saying, I said when we looked this up and we read what it was, just the baseline, the bare minimum of what this company does, and then I said, pull this up, and then off that, I was like, okay, what is this? What is that? Because you were telling me about the months and the this and the candle and stuff like that. So at that point, I'm not talking about no steps and what I would do next. I'm looking at this, and then I was like, okay, well, pull this up because now I'm interested in this. I'm not thinking about no steps. Obviously, that's a no-brainer. If somebody wants to know what the stock is, they're gonna look up what it is and what is it doing. We did a bare minimum of that search, and then we went into looked at different other searches. So what I was saying was the first part that you were saying with steps, you're saying the same thing. You're just flipping it because you was like, why did I do this first? You didn't have to do that first. You're working backwards. You're working harder. I just wanted to look at it. I just wanted to see where it was before I go put my time into the research and just try to figure out or where I want to go when it comes to the research.
Was this not a part of the research?
With my research, I wanted to know that. I want to know those questions.
Was this not part of the research?
And I want to know that those questions. What happened to where the stock market went here.
Okay, so what importance is all of this,
I just
right?
want to know. It's important to me because I want to know, why did it just drop like that? Why did it peak and then it just drop? That's what I wanted to know.
You wanted to know that before you wanted to know what the company actually does.
We just read what the company did.
No, we didn't. We didn't. I didn't. Hold on, let me go back because maybe I'm tripping. Palantir earnings.
No, that was keep going back.
No, I know. What happened to Palantir in October? What happened to Palantir in November? Hammer candles. What happened to Palantir in November, October, earnings, predictions? I don't see now one search up. I don't see one search up of what Palantir is.
Go back. Because we literally looked up what stocks are in working with the, whatchamacallit, 3 of them popped up, and you said, which one do you want to look at? And I said Planeteer, and you said Planeteer.
Palantir.
Exactly, you said just like that.
And that's the only thing I'm not seeing in here. But, we looked up
Click it.
what companies are supplying weapons for the war.
Okay, so we read this. It was said have been tapped for multi-billion-dollar contract awards from the Pentagon for communications targeting unpiloted vehicles, anti-drone defenses, and hypersonic weapons. Okay, so that I said we looked at the very basic of what this was, and then I said go to the stock. I looked at the stock. Now I want to know what happened between this time and this time. That's you can't hold on because when it comes
of these things that it's saying that they are providing to the Pentagon, to the government, which one of these things and of these things, what does Palantir actually provide to them?
I don't know. I'm just looking at what this has to do. Wait, but time out. As a teacher though, as somebody who's supposed to be teaching somebody something, you can't be upset how somebody wants to operate because it makes no difference in wanting to know what they do.
Shorty, if this is an algebra class, right?
That's different. Math, you gotta go in order. Math, you have to go in order.
This you have to go in order. I'm telling you do. Okay, so you know stocks then.
I don't know stocks.
You know stocks then because you're telling me no, you don't.
Because if I want to look at the stock versus looking up what it is, and then after I looked at it and I go there and look at what it was, what difference does that make in the step?
Because then what you're doing it by going and looking at the stock first.
I see this now. I'm gonna go ask. Because I just want to see how it's done. I want to know.
So if I were to tell you about a stock right now, let's say Apple. Let's say you've never heard of Apple before. I tell you, oh, you should go and buy Apple. You go and look at this first. What does this tell you about Apple?
I'm looking at the trend. I can see that, from December to February, it's been downward. Or I can see it had a peak up here. Now I'm gonna know why. I'm curious into it. Now that's sparking my interest rather than it being boring. I'm literally telling you, I'm not gonna just jump to something that don't look interesting and it's boring. Apple, okay, you tell me to do it. I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it do numbers. I'm seeing it decline. I'm seeing how fast it's going. Okay, boom. It took me 30 seconds to look at this. Now I'm gonna go and do my research. That step does not matter whether you do it first or second. It's not, because you're still doing the research at the end of the day. You're still doing the research trying to figure out what this does, why. I was just more curious as to why that does that. So that's going to start my deep dive into this rather than, I know what it is. Okay, boom. Either way, if I looked up what is this and then I go to this, then I follow up them questions versus I look at this, then go ask what it is, then follow up the questions. It does not make a difference in what you're doing. That's the point I'm trying to say. It's a simple step, and it's not making a difference of looking at this first or not. I'm not adding on to this. I'm not buying. I'm just like, okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, now what happened? What is this? What happened? It's so irrelevant.
These pauses of silence, I'm really just trying to figure out what is it that, I don't know, like.
I just believe the way you do stuff, you think everybody's here. And if they don't get it in between your threshold, then it's
That's
wrong.
not true at all.
That's how I feel. As the person who has
But
learned.
I'm telling you, that's not what's happening in reality.
It could be differently, but I'm saying every single time we talked about something, if it does not fit here, and you say you reframe, you don't really do much of reframing or connecting it and making it a little bit smaller.
What have I done in this conversation here? Because you told me that out there. You told me that out there, right? You told me that out there.
Yeah.
We came in here, right?
Yeah.
Because I was going to attempt to tell you about these things, right?
Yeah.
And since being here, right? And we could run this back, watch it however you want to do it, right? Since being here, all you've done is tell me how much you already know about this and how much none of this.
I don't know anything about stocks, babe. So I'll never say that. No. You keep saying that, and I don't want you to make it seem like I'm just this smart ass. I don't know shit about this. Besides what you just told me today. And outside of that, you literally broke it down like this. This is pizza. This is that. What is pizza? You literally just did like that. And because I'm not dumb, I know what you're saying. I can repeat it. I can restate it. Because for one, I know you're gonna ask me, so it's in here. You ask me this tomorrow or the next day, I might not have the same answers, but like I'm not dumb. You still didn't break nothing down. You just say, okay, I think in one situation you was like, think about it like this. Think about it like that. You're not doing that. You're literally saying the color is blue. If Mary had 2 dogs, she got this, and then you tell me to repeat it.
I think if you watch this back, you'll see that in terms of talking time on here, you've had the floor on most of everything that's going on here.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
Okay, so if you understand that, at what point would I have had time to explain any of this to you?
You're asking me. You're asking me what the next step is.
No. I tried to explain something to you. And what you do is you railroad me in conversation and then tell me how much of it that you already know.
But I don't know anything, so I'm confused on what am I telling you that I know. I don't know this. I don't know what Plantier. I still don't know what Plantier is. I was telling you. I said you asked me what I would do, and I was like, yeah, I would look at this and then go do that. For somebody who doesn't know anything, that's what I would do. Then you were going into what I should do, and then I was debating you. I was like, well, what's the difference? I said we're saying the same thing, just different steps. So I said I don't think it matters what step when it comes to this does it make. And you made it this big deal that it does matter. Like, okay, cool. I'm saying, what does it matter if I'm not putting any money into it? I want to take 30 seconds of my time to look at that.
If you're not putting any money into, why does it matter what the price of it is?
No, I'm saying right then and there.
If you're not putting any money into what sense or like what value does knowing the price of the stock do for you?
I wasn't looking at. Oh, well.
And what does it do for you more than actually learning about what the company provides itself?
For me, if you say go look into Apple or like go look into Plantier, it's a stock that it invests in this, that, and the third. I want to look and see how it's doing in the market, how it's been doing in the market, and then even just going off because right now just based on funds, how much it is, how much it's trading at. Does this make sense? Okay, now I'm gonna go and research what the hell you're talking about. I'm not gonna put time and effort in something I don't care about. If I see like it don't make sense, like I'm not just that's if I had that knowledge of what I was looking at. I don't think it's a big deal though on that step. That's what I'm trying to get at. And I think you're like overly doing it, like overly complicated. Like it's not that serious. It's literally not. My hair is curl. My hair is touching my shoulders. Hair's touching my shoulders. I'm trying to get down right there. What you doing?
I'm finna try something out because I feel like me and you are just having a like a communication just like.
Hey.
Nigga, it's for everything else.
Babe, it's okay. Like I'm not tripping. It's not that big of a deal.
So you're states are now.
Alright. Niggas act like they can't answer the phone now. But okay. Let's try this.
What are we doing?
I'm finna tell you what we're doing. Okay. What we're finna do is I'm about to tell you about a company. And you finna do research about that company and tell me if we should invest into that company or not. And we're gonna do it your way, the way that you've been doing it.
Ain't no been doing it. I haven't done this.
Each time that I've tried to tell you something about learning how to do this, you talk to me as if you already do it. You talk to me as if you already know what to do. And then you tell me, well, duh, this is how you're supposed to woo-woo, but it don't make sense, and it doesn't matter if you do it this way or that way. This is this is the loop that I've been stuck in for the past hour, 12 minutes that we've been on this stream. And I can run this back. Ain't no bay. No more bay. No more bay.
Just look the
no more
shit
bay.
up.
No more bay. No more bay.
What do we
No,
talking about?
stop. Because I'm pretty sure if I run this back, you're going to see that I've been stuck in a constant loop of you telling me you don't understand, me trying to tell you how to understand and what you're trying to understand, and you telling me that it doesn't make sense and you don't care.
Yeah. Let me guess some of that.
So what you're finna do is you're finna do that research that you're telling me that you don't understand and that you understand but somehow don't understand and you don't care for all at the same time. You're gonna show me how you're doing it.
I don't understand none of this.
Well, don't you think you would understand if you just shut the fuck up?
All you're saying is to look up what the stock is first. And I just said, I just want to look at this first. And then go and look up that. So really, it's like I'm confused on like what are you like tripping about? If I want to look at this
Not
first.
tripping at all.
I just want to look at this first.
You want to look at this first?
And then go back. I know nothing about stocks. So like I'm just looking at this. I know what a trend and a decline is, so like I'm looking at that. Okay, well it's doing this, it's doing that. Let me go see where it's at. You just said it's good if people are buying lower. Okay. You just told me to go buy something and I see it's like in November and that's just how it's been. I'm like, okay. If I don't know anything about it, I'm gonna do research after I look at this. I never said that. So that's why I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know this shit. I don't even know what this is. I got hair in my mouth somehow. Somehow.
It was a nice stream.
Don't be like that.
Be like what? You don't want to do
your
research.
feelings about something I said.
I'm not at all. I'm not.
I hate research. But we're doing it anyway.
That's literally all investing is. All investing is research. That's literally all it is.
Okay, so are you researching without the use of AI in social media?
No. You didn't just research without the use of AI and social media.
No, I'm asking you, since you're the one that do this.
No.
What are you using?
AI.
But wouldn't AI in a way be biased when it comes to making money like this? How well do you know that's true? Because did you look at Chevron? You're just going based off the fact that we took money, took oil, we took people from Venezuela, and think X, Y, and Z is.
I'm using the same data sources and the same resources. Huh?
Click on SVX. It's the fourth one, the third one up, but two more up. Okay, so from January 16th to now, it's been on a constant rise. So, took 2 seconds that I looked at this. Now I'm gonna go do the research. You just want to do the research first. There's no big difference. There's no like big deal.
Do the research.
I'm gonna do the research. Because now you acting like this. What am I doing research for? What am I researching? What am I researching?
Alright guys, it was great.
What am I researching?
It was great
Oh my gosh.
talking with y'all.
You can't be bad. You was a bad teacher.
I'm a bad teacher.
Yes.
We gonna rewatch this someday. I'm gonna try one more time. One more time. Just one more. What are you looking at right here?
A trend.
Okay. What are you seeing on the street?
Increasements.
Increasements, why?
From what you told me. If I didn't know, I gotta look it up. Duh.
If it's so duh, you do it. Do it. Do it. If it's so duh, do it. Do it.
I'm just
She said
saying.
duh for all of these things. Every single thing that I have shown her. Duh. This makes sense. Why wouldn't I do this?
Because if I don't know the
Do
question, then I would look it up.
Figure it
is
out.
Chevron- What am I doing? I don't know.
I thought it was so dumb.
This is for my own curiosity.
I thought this was so dumb.
You keep talking about this grand scheming thing. I'm talking about right now. You asked me a question, and I said you would look it up. Duh, because I don't know the damn question. I don't know the answer to the question that I'm asking. So I'm going to go look it up. Duh, I'm just going to sit here and look.
Look it up.
No, you look it up. You supposed to be doing research anyways. You know what I'm saying? Your way of teaching is very complex. You is not very open either at all. In no way. You gotta tie your shoe like this. If you don't tie your shoe like this, then I'm pissed off. That's how you be.
If I'm trying to show you how to tie your shoelace and you trying to show me how to fucking re-knot the whole shoe, like, hold on, that's not even a good analogy. If I'm trying to show you how to tie your shoelace and you trying to show me how you believe, I don't know what the fuck you doing, bro. I'm trying to show you how to do something and you just being like, well, I don't want to learn how to do that first. I want to learn how to how to relace the whole shoe in this cool way right here. And then when I'm trying to tell you, well, learn how to relace it this way first, and then we could tie it this way. You're just like, well, duh, you can tie it this way, but I'm not interested in that. I want to learn how to relace the whole shoe this way first, and then I'm gonna learn how to tie it. And then after I learn how to tie it, then we gonna be like, what? Then we gonna walk. What the fuck? Nigga, just learn how to. Why are you trying to do all of these extra steps?
Why did you ask
The name of the fucking game is buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high.
Why did you ask me what steps would I take? Stop. Stop.
Buy
I
low.
don't care. I don't care.
Sell high.
I don't care.
We bought no.
I don't
Sit
care.
down.
I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Sit down.
I don't care. Babe, I don't
Sit
care
down.
anymore.
We bought down here because this was before Trump took over the oils. Down here. When we bought down here, and after I went and looked at it down here, and I understand what the company was, Chevron, the oil company. They refine oil for us to use in the States. That's not going anywhere anytime soon. Chevron is a big company. We bought down here, and it went up here. You remember when you was coming back and showing me, babe, my stocks done went up. My stocks done went up. It's because all of this movement here It's going down now. Do you know what that means?
What do you mean?
What would it mean? Tell me what it would mean. Before I tell you and you tell me no. What does that mean?
I think I don't know.
Since it's going down now, that's not a time for you to sell yours. That's a time for you to buy more.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah. You told me that. You explained that to me earlier.
I didn't mean to say that.
Cause you was telling me about why them people was buying out. They was selling their stuff and it's getting low, because they have more. Not that they have more to offer in this situation, but I mean it's low. Buy low, cause you know it's gonna go back up. Buy low.
Okay, so because you know it's gonna go back up, you buy. You buy more
I
wallet.
just know you just like it has more to offer. But make sure you buy low. You don't need to buy when it's at peak. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you told me.
Yeah. That was peak.
Yeah, so you shouldn't do that. Why the fuck are you buying $300 worth when you can buy like at 100 something or some shit?
Yeah, that's 214. This is 198. So you would buy more right here. If you have more money, you would buy more right here. And if it keeps going down, you would keep buying in more. If it keeps going down to here, you keep buying in more. You know why? Because Chevron isn't going anywhere as a company. We understand it now?
Okay. Yeah.
What's a stock?
I don't know, man. It's like a share in a company.
Okay. What is this?
What do you mean?
What is this whole thing?
Your market.
My market.
A market. It's a market for
Market for
Chevron.
who? For Chevron. Okay. And each candle represents how long of movement?
a day.
1 day, because I'm on the 1 day time frame. We bought where?
Low in the middle.
Right there, right?
Damn, if we would have
Up
bought
here.
in January, like beginning of January, probably how much was it?
In January, it
In
was
December.
148.
December.
December 148. I don't know, 140s, 150s area. And it's only steadily just gone up.
Right.
When does the market go down?
What do you mean when it goes down?
When does it go down? What are catalysts for it to go down?
People just pulling out. People selling.
People selling. Why do people sell?
Because they scared or some shit.
Because they're scared of some shit. And then why do people buy back in?
Because it's more to offer and it's low. It's gonna be low, so it's gonna go back up. Because so many people buy low.
Okay, and let's focus more on what you said before, because there's more to offer. Why is it important for people to do research into a company before they buy into the company?
I mean, I hope anybody would doing research before they buy, but what was the question?
Why would people do research on a company before they buy into a company?
To see what they offer.
To see what they offer. So you hear it here first, chat. People buy into a company because they do research on the company and find out what all the company offers. Once you find out what all the company offers, then when you see the company going up, you know not to buy, because that's like trying to catch a falling knife as well. if you try to buy while it's going up, unless you know that that company is super good and it's only going to keep on going up, then I'd say do that. But I don't know anybody who's Rain Man like that. You buy when it's low. You buy when market sentiment is low. You buy when people are coming out saying that this stock isn't going to be good. As long as you've done your research and you know that this company isn't going anywhere anytime soon, and no matter what articles and news is coming out about that stock, it's going to keep on going up. When everybody is selling right here, when everyone is selling right here, what your job is to do is to have confidence in the play that you did research in and buy more, because now it's cheap. It's cheap again. Just like we bought down here and it went up here, people started talking shit, or just, you know, everyday life just started happening to this stock. So it started going down. And since it's down more, what is it time for you to do? Reposition in the market. Get better entries. You get better entries by buying lower. You buy lower and then it keeps on going high. When it keeps on going high, you collect that money too. When it was down here a few months ago, you were only able to buy a certain amount, were you not? You weren't able to buy multiple $190 shares because we split that money up, didn't we? So we bought what we could when it was down here. It went up, and now it's returning down here. Is your bank account still working with the same money that it was all the way back here, or do you have more?
I still got more, but it dropped.
You got more. But no, I'm talking about money that you've made from this week, from that month to this month.
To April?
Yeah, from that month to this month, have you made more money?
Yeah, but I went back down. Yeah.
No. I'm not talking about made more money with these guys. I'm saying made more money in your job, in everyday life.
Oh, no.
You haven't made more money?
No.
Since working?
No.
You haven't gotten more paychecks since?
Still broke.
You haven't made more paychecks since working?
Still broke.
Okay. I've made more paychecks since then. My money, her money right now. So I've made more money back here. So that means now, since it's dipped down more and we weren't able to buy more shares right here in this moment, we're able to buy more shares now that it's come back down and touched this price again. So now we're able to reposition and buy more shares that we weren't able to buy at that price. Now, if it dips even lower, even better. If it dips as low as to here, even better. Now we were only able to buy right here. Now we're able to buy down here. And when the market goes back up, we'll see all of that profit. Does that make sense? Do you believe you understand stocks and investing?
Because you're telling it, yeah.
How else? I asked her, does she feel she understands stocks and investment? Because you're telling it, yeah. How else the fuck are you going to understand it? This is what I mean by that know-it-all shit.
I mean, you telling this shit to me right now. I'm not.
How else was you going to understand?
I ain't gonna be able to write a paper on it, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you would.
Wow.
Because you just explained it to me.
Yeah. Cause you're repeating.
Okay, I'm gonna ask, next time we on stream, I'm gonna ask you again. Let's see if you could. That's what the next episode is gonna be. She gonna find a stock and we gonna invest in it. Yeah. Nice speaking with you guys. I said one more time and that was the last time. That's the next segment. She gonna find a stock and we gonna invest into it.